Cobra 1-2, going to Sound Tower. Resume on.
What just... I think my track R just... What the fuck? That's so weird.
Cobra 1-3, going to Sound Tower. Resume on that. Cobra 1, go wedge. Cobra 1-4, going to Sound Tower. Resume on navigation. Two, in position.
Ba-doo-doo-doo. Someone's got some fucking... Microphone test. Good, good. Alright. Howdy. Out there in YouTube land. How are we going? Mouse, go away. Come to play another day. Alright, so we're going a little sweep pattern here. We're number 3 in a 4 ship. My track IR does not like the beautiful sunset behind me. So, expect some fucking jitterbug shit. No, I'll fix that. There we go. Cruise out there. HUD only view. My stick is a little janky. I think it's starting to show some...
4, in position.
Time fatigue, but... Nine. actually use a hidden command. Top gun. Oh, wow. It is. That looks like padlock front. Zoom. 3. Seems really quiet on my end. I used to plug a subwoofer into this thing to give me the rumble. I just have it in my seat. Because, like, why would you buy a sim shaker when you can literally just put the bass woofer in your seat, and anytime you do anything that invokes that type of G, it's going to rumble your seat anyways. Or bass response, if you think about it. Anyways, but it's just, it's like, why, you know, really the reason I stopped is because the line out requires a lot of phantom power from the PC, and I don't want to put that type of load on the motherboard and the power supply over a long period of time. I could probably do it in a different way, but I'd have to get an external, like a karaoke machine or some shit. That would actually probably work really well if you strapped a karaoke machine to, like, the seat and just took out the mid-range and EQ'd it right, and it would just rumble. Request picture.
Cobra 1-3, Sentry 1. Picture is multiple groups. Nearest hostile at Bullseye, 275, 60 miles, 26,000.
Well, there's bandits. Bogey dope.
Cobra 1, Sentry 1. Nearest hostile, MiG-29s. 2-ship, Bullseye, 275, 60 miles, 26,000.
Really? 26. Right there. Bang. Declare.
Cobra 1-3, Sentry 1. Contact confirmed hostile. ID is MiG-29.
4, rejoin.
Cobra 1-4, on my way.
4, fence in.
4, fenced in.
Going to TWS mode right now. Just painting them with the radar. What's this? Declare.
Cobra 1-3, Sentry 1. Contact is outlaw.
So there's 4 enemy contacts right here at the minimum. At about 39 miles. 30 miles. 29 miles. I don't want to hard lock them.
Cobra 1, Sentry 1. Be advised. Threat aircraft Bullseye, 270, 60 miles, 22,000.
What I want to do is take a... I'm using the radar to create a best path of intercept. And also
Cobra 1, Cobra 1-1. Engage. Targets. Bearing 025, 25 miles, 22,000.
less. And what I'm looking for is
Cobra
just
1, you are shooter.
a bit more...
Cobra 1, go spread. 2, will go.
A bit closer to the middle
4, will go.
on the range of my radar.
2, going spread.
And then I'm going to
4.
establish visual.
2, Fox 3 long.
He's already shooting.
1, Fox 3 medium.
So we got
1,
visual.
Fox 3 medium.
Gonna get as close to our missile
2,
range
Pitbull.
for turns, but I want to establish
1, Pitbull.
a lock on this trailer and see what it is.
1,
So,
Pitbull.
contact. 4, music.
Cobra 4, music.
Declare.
2, Fox 3 medium. Cobra 1, Cobra 1-1. Engage. Targets. Bearing 030, 15 miles, 18,000.
MiG-29s.
Cobra 1, you are shooter.
We're looking for them. They're
2,
gonna fight
will go.
missile shots.
4, will go.
currently.
4, Fox 3 medium. 2,
Looks like they're
Pitbull.
diving.
Weasel, 1-2, ready for departure.
So we're just trying to reestablish some visual
4,
radar
Pitbull.
contact on any of these hostile
Fox 2.
contacts. Because I don't want to waste my missiles in a 4-fight. I got plenty of gas, and you know what?
Cobra, 1, rejoin formation.
They're going to head back eventually.
Cobra, 1, your cover.
I can stay up.
Cobra, 1-2, on my way.
Declare.
4. Cobra, 1-1, Hound Dog. Cobra, 1-3, Hound Dog. Cobra, 1-1, engage. Targets, bearing 010, 10 miles, 14,000.
Head mounted sight.
Cobra, 1, you are shooter. 2, Wilco.
Because I basically
4,
have
Wilco.
altitude advantage,
Fox 2. 2, Pitbull.
and my
4,
wingmen
Pitbull.
are sweeping up right now, so
4, Pitbull. Cobra, 1-3, Sentry. 1, contact is outlaw. Weasel, 1-2, taxiing runway 18. Cobra,
because as
1.
you can see
Cobra,
clearly
1,
here,
rejoin formation.
my number 1 is in
Cobra,
on
1,
this
your
floor.
cover.
I need to clear this
Cobra,
radar
1-2, on my way.
to make sure he's not hostile.
4. Fox 2.
But it looks like his contact has faded, so it's more than likely that he's already been shot down.
Weasel, 1-1, hold short.
So what I did, I just rejected my scan. I put it back in range while scan to clean it up. And I'm going to start a slow sweep from ground level. Get some situational awareness here. Bogey dope. So,
Cobra, 1, Sentry. 1, I don't have anything right now.
commonly what you'll see in a lot of people who are just starting out is, you know, they're shit happy to pull the trigger, which is understandable. But when you're in a 4-flight like that, I mean, you got to think that's 16 AMRAAMs and 8 heaters, so realistically speaking, you know, 4 rejoin. You can stay
Cobra, 1-4, on my way.
in a sweep pattern much longer if you allow them to do their business, you know. So I'm just cruising. There's a tanker like just to our east. If I turn east, the sun's going down, so the track IR should stop freaking out soon. But we're just going to continue on to steer point 5. Request picture.
Cobra, 1-3, Sentry. 1, picture clear.
So it looks like, you know, my flight bagged 6 bandits already, but I still have full rail. Sorry, I'm also fucking with my track IR a little bit here. Because I know there's a force, like, uncage for the track IR.
4, in position.
Yep, I found it. Okay. So I can uncage it when it's not getting sun glare and correct it. But yeah, it's definitely getting fucked by the sun. It's okay. It's like, let me pull my blinds so I can crack out fucking virtual reality. Up. Gotta switch modes. For say status.
4, all clear.
For say weapons.
Cobra, 1-4. 1, radar. 2, heat.
Yeah, see, so he's
Fuel state,
basically
11-9.
Winchester. You know, he can watch my 6, but that's about it. So I can't call for status and weapons on 1 and the 2 because I am below the hierarchy in radio commands on them. But, you know, I'm sure they have a similar situation right now. Request picture. Request picture.
Cobra, 1-3, Sentry, 1, picture clear.
So, thanks for sticking with me. I know I've been spotty. I got a YouTube strike and they took away my streaming for a while because I love America. And they basically censored me, so I haven't been posting as much. And also, what other than that, I love you guys. Thank you for the support. I'll be streaming more DCS and BMS in the future, as well as X-Plane and any kind of flying. Maybe even some space. Space shuttle landings, Kerbal. I am a bit of a tinkerer. So, who knows? Limitless potential. Fat kid, heavy breathing. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, I just offended a bunch of people. Demonetized. I keep doing that. Why am I in 2? I need to be in 1. Okay. So we're just on a short little sweep. There was a lot of enemy contacts on the radar. And they've been putting these sweeps because we are in the crazy campaign where North Korea has like 60,000 T-72s for some reason. So that's fun. Just using my HSI to Doppler in on these guys. Kind of see where they're at. 4, close it up. So I'm kind of in a short scan, get anything that gets by them. And hey, does anybody know if you can change the vertical scan height of the bars? Not the antenna elevation. See, I clearly know how to do that. I'm talking about the actual azimuth of the bars in the scan. Or is it set on the F-16's radar? Let me know in the comments. Shoot me some know-it-all in the comments, because I'd like to know it all too. I aspire to also know it all. I'll just cool that off and go ahead and yeah, you just quiet down. I can tell when I have a radar lock. It's so funny to me that Tomcat pilot who wouldn't shoot because he didn't have a tone and he had the knob all the way down, but he clearly had a radar lock in the HUD. He almost shit the bed on that one, Jim. We are 14 miles from steer point 7, and I still got full wings. So what will happen here is if we complete the circuit, what's my fuel like? Let's see what we got here. Everything's looking good. Haven't used any ECM, so once we complete a circuit, if we don't have any enemy contacts, we will fly it again until we joker, and then we'll see maybe or we Winchester, and then we'll see maybe if we get super determined, we'll just go to the tanker and get more gas, and then we'll keep trolling. And then if we get super desperate, I'll pull out a map real quick in real life, in RL, and I'll find some waypoints to the north of the FIBA, and then I'll go find some MiGs to murder MiGs. Request picture. What? 3. Request picture.
Cobra 1-3, Sentry 1. Picture is multiple
all
groups.
that
Nearest hostile at Bullseye.
all that
310,
theorizing, buddy.
120 miles. 26,000.
Wait, request picture? I didn't look. 305, 120.
Cobra 1-3, Sentry 1. Picture is multiple groups. Nearest hostile at Bullseye.
So pretty much
305,
on my
120
azimuth,
miles.
but they're
26,000.
back here. On my azimuth behind us. What is fucking blipping? Looks like some F-16s and some F-15s are shooting Mavericks somewhere. Or they're killing SA-5. Okay, yeah, I got it. Where's the unknown button? There. That one? Yeah. No. Is it a right click? Yeah. Guess not. There it goes. So, they're scrambling more MiGs behind us to our 6 o'clock. And they're about, give or take, 60 miles from our current position, heading towards our tail. So, more than likely, they know our general relative position based on the fact that we just blew up 6 other MiGs. So they're coming here, shit hot, to try and vanquish us. So we shall turn into them. Once we reach steer point 8, which is in 18 miles, we're going to check back to steer point 5. So we'll be going, basically, crossing our original sweep box to come at them from the beam. If you can visualize what I'm about to do. So be it. Otherwise, forever. Maybe I'll get shot down. I don't know. Now, I'm hoping it's a 2-flight, maybe. It's possible that there could be Su-27s involved here. Although, it's mostly been MiG-29s. I don't think the Su-27s are coming down yet. Declare. Okay, so we're just checking.
Cobra 1-3, Sentry 1. Contact is friendly.
I'm taking some ground. Flare. Looks like I'm taking some ground chafe. Or some ground flak. So we're gonna climb and hope, because we're definitely over Gomer land right now. So a lot of people tend to, in the fighter sim community, tend to fly incredibly low and incredibly slow. And what I mean by that is they might be doing Mach 1, but they're doing it at 13,000 feet. And what that means to an AMRAAM at 13,000 feet doing Mach 1, as opposed to doing Mach 0.8 at 35,000 feet, is basically chopping a leg off of a runner in a race. Now we're coming head on with these MiGs here. So we're going to tune in our targeting pod, because I prefer to get visual before I kill anything. Not because I'm scared, but because I want to see it when it dies. How fucked up is that? I'm just kidding. Maybe I'm not. Declare. Declare. So 2 MiG-23s
Cobra
coming in
1-3,
here.
Sentry 1, contact
I have
confirmed
plenty of
hostile.
fuel
Agate is
still, and I
MiG-23.
am a lazy bastard. So they're crossing the 20-mile line right about now. I'm going to go ahead and soft lock the flight lead. He's under the cloud layer, so visual is going to be difficult. 4, attack my target.
Cobra 1-3, Hound Dog. 4.
Again,
Wilco.
lazy bastard. I don't want to spend my missiles. I'm going to send my wingman at him. Just keep this whole flight locked up. I know generally their altitude block. So they're like within 10 miles now. And I haven't heard a shot yet, so I don't want to get shot.
4
engage
in
bandits.
position.
4 weapons free. I'm going to go ahead and take him
4 Wilco. Engaging MiG-23, 12 o'clock, low.
Uncaged. Fox 2.
Fox 3 medium. 4 Pitbull.
I lost visual. But I got to turn out.
Fox
because
2.
There's definitely another one out.
Engaging MiG-23, 11 o'clock, low.
So I got radar tally back on the low bandit, but I'm staying high because I don't want his missile shot, if he takes one, to have a real chance on me.
Cap, flare.
I don't really have a choice. I'm putting a Fox 2 on him. Just to go defensive off of it, so I can fire it to get it.
Fox 2.
What the fuck is that? Okay, so he's splashed.
Lock.
Declare.
Cobra 1-4, Bloody Spike.
Alright, so
Cobra
that
1,
got a little
Sentry
bit more
1.
tense.
I don't have anything right now.
2
Lock.
rejoin.
Cobra 1-4, on my way.
So we splashed 2 MiG-23s. 4 music off.
4 music off.
4 safe fuel.
4 fuel state 9.
So we're going to climb back up to maintain our altitude perch. So I wanted to make sure that we're economical with our missiles, and also I'm trying to stick within NATO rules of engagement, so I wanted to visually confirm, even though I had AWACS confirmation. I'm just double checking because, you know, whatever. So I usually come back with my heaters on the wingtip still, so I got to use them both, which is cool. I think I splashed both those bandits. I didn't see the first one, but pretty sure I got the kill on the second one. He might have already been hit, though, so maybe half a kill. 4, close it up.
4 closing up.
Request picture.
Cobra 1-3, Sentry 1. Picture is multiple groups. Nearest hostile at Bullseye 350, 50 miles, 19,000.
Okay, so 2 are off our nose here, to the north east. We have more enemy contacts. So my wingman's getting lowish on fuel, but he should be fine. I have plenty of fuel. He can basically only watch my back now, though, so I'm gonna have to do all the shooting down of the enemies. So I'm going back to range while search mode. I'm just trying to get a wide pattern in the enemy area that was reported. Sentry request picture. Sentry request picture.
Cobra 1-3, Sentry 1. Picture is multiple groups. Nearest hostile at Bullseye 355, 50 miles, 9,000.
So it's so far away and they're low to the ground that I can't really get radar contact, but we're going to fly over there because they're the closest thing to us. We still have plenty of fuel. Declare. Declare.
Cobra 1-3, Sentry 1. Contact is friendly.
As I was saying, we still have plenty of fuel, and Wingman has 2 heaters, so he can watch my back. I have 4 AIM-120Cs. 4, close it up.
4, closing up.
There's an F-15 and a F-18 flight on the other side of the box. It looks like it keeps spiking us. That's what we're hearing.
4, in position.
4, close it up.
4, closing up.
So we just want to cruise at like 35,000 and about Mach 0.8
4, in position.
when we're on the prowl. It allows us to go offensive immediately, and it gives us the most ballistic dynamism on our AIM-120 shots. So it gives us our max range. If we add speed up to about Mach 1, it can help in lofted shots and extend that range up to about 45 miles, but you'll lose some ballistic velocity if you fire with a nose-high attitude. And in addition to that, the pressure gradients can have an effect to the negative on the guidance of the missile as it goes terminal, enters the final phase of target acquisition. I don't know how deeply that's all modeled in BMS, but what I do know is that if you fire an AIM-120 from 35,000 feet or higher, above Mach 0.8, you have a greater chance of scoring kills with your lofted shots as well as your level shots and your nose down shots. I wouldn't want to engage in a turn fight up at this altitude in the F-16, particularly because of the reduced wing area in comparison especially to its peers like the MiG-29 or the Su-27. However, as a firing platform,
Cobra 1-1, inbound for landing.
quite
Cobra 1-2.
from this altitude. They just popped my wingman. Okay, so they just called my wingman home. So I'm effectively... They killed his data link too. For rejoin. See if you will. For rejoin. No, he's off on his own fucking... It's my prerogative. Thanks, Bobby. Bogey dope. Bogey dope.
Cobra 1, Sentry 1. I don't have anything right now.
Alright, so whatever was ingressed into the FIBA over there is dead, obviously, or landed, or what have you. So we have plenty of fuel, and I still have bags. So what we're going to do actually here, because it's just the morning in game right now, so let's see. Sentry request vector to tanker.
Cobra 1, Sentry 1, Tanker, Camel 1, Bullseye 125, 240 miles. TAC and channel United Yankee.
That's the fucking crazy far tanker. I'm almost positive. So we'll go fuel this Viper. We will fuel the Fighting Falcon, yeah. And then we will return to the area of conflicts. Okay, so that could be an old data link drop there on my request picture. Request picture. Declare.
Cobra 1-3, Sentry 1, picture clear. Cobra 1-3, Sentry 1, contact is friendly.
Could be an old mark point for the tanker on my HSI. I don't know. It's possible I didn't clear something out, but I'm pretty sure that all this traffic indicates a tanker pattern. So, because we're going to get a bunch of fuel, what I'm going to do is go supersonic and get up to a higher altitude block. Turn that off just so we don't have any training accidents. So we're at Mach 1.1 right now. And yeah, we're chugging fuel, but I mean, realistically, for the speed and the altitude we're at, it's about right. Sorry, I was looking over my shoulder in real life. Best canopy is no canopy. Learn the lesson, Air Force. Learn the lesson, Navy. You should be in with about 40 miles here of a tanker track. Unless this is an old data link position, which is possible. Generally they fly at about 20,000, so we'll go ahead and start scanning now for any kind of friendly tanker, and then if we can't find it, we'll double check with the labels real quick just to make sure I'm not being slow. We'll just do that now, so I don't fly around like an asshole for 30 minutes. So it looks like my fear is true. This was an old tanker track. It appears there is no tanker currently. So if we want a tank, we'll have to head to the coordinates they gave us. Request vector to tanker. Request vector to tanker.
Cobra 1, Sentry 1, I don't have anything right now. Cobra 1, Sentry 1, Tanker, Camel 1, Bullseye 125, 240 miles. TAC and channel United Yankee.
Oh, it's way the fuck out there. Alright, well that's out of the question. Until they task another tanker into my general vicinity. Not out in fucking La La Land. Request picture. Request picture.
Cobra 1-3, Sentry 1, picture clear.
So I think it's an RTB for now. It will be an RTB currently. I'll go back, I'll save these slammers for next time, I think. The quartermaster will love me. Yeah, ho 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 ho. So, and you see too with, you know, the fuel economy, I mean, I really don't need to go anywhere. I could stay on station for like an hour or two with this one tank. Probably till the tanker got into the pattern again. And then go refuel it for more win. But people that say the F-16 has no flight time and has no fuel economy and blah blah blah, they actually don't know what they're talking about. And as you can see, I am at Mach 0.7 and I'm hardly using any fuel at all. This thing is very economic with fuel up at altitude. And it's speedy. Relative speed, slow, but ground speed, still fast. One of these does that exactly. I don't know which one though, I forget. Let me see. Ground speed. There we go. So yeah. Kind of wonky. Sorry, I'm fucking with my tracker. It's kind of strange the way that these things tend to drift in a consistent way, which you'd think they'd be able to predict for, considering it's consistent. So we're just cruising back to base. If we get anything on the radar or we hear any blips on the comms, that's what we'll do. We'll go to the AWACS alert.
Sentry 1, be advised, enemy aircraft launch activity detected. Bullseye, 005, 120 miles. Rumble 1, let's go home.
See, so they're calling out positions
Cowboy,
of enemy launch
shoot spotted.
And then
Set up
shoot
rescat.
going on somewhere else, but that's probably, you know, 100, 200 miles away.
Sentry 1, be advised, enemy aircraft launch activity detected. Bullseye, 005, 120 miles.
They don't want none. No, they don't want none. Currently.
Jammer.
So we're just in cruise mode currently. Rolling back.
Cowboy, Charlie shoot. Cowboy, Charlie shoot. Set up rescat. Sentry 1, be advised, enemy aircraft launch activity detected. Bullseye, 005, 140 miles.
Go ahead and kick the autopilot in for a second while I use the human facilities.
Mayday, airman down. Bullseye, 295, 60 miles. Cowboy, shoot spotted. Set up rest cap. Sentry 1, be advised, enemy aircraft launch activity detected. Bullseye, 010, 140 miles. Fury 5, we are heading home. Sentry 1, radar contact bullseye, 005, 140 miles, 18,000.
Okay, I have returned. Whoa, trippy. Whoa, bro, like, trippy. Go ahead and just turn that off. Oh, cha. Is Snake still on the Simpsons? Or did he become, like, too offensive for
Sentry 1, radar contact
Yes.
bullseye, 005, 100.
current timeline? What the f... Oh. I'm super good at that. Tower, turn on the lights.
Good morning. morning, Cobra 1, in the sound approach, runway 18, welcome back.
Landing on a boat so much. This would be a whole different experience. Nine. See the runway there. There in the crevasse. There on the shore of the peninsula. On the shore of the peninsula.
Falcon 2-1 from the sound tower. You're cleared for takeoff. Runway 18.
Altitude.
Go ahead and just put the speed brake back in, considering it's not doing much. Pop it out again. It's always good to make sure that shit comes out when you cue it, because it can fail. We're just getting onto the runway heading now. Go ahead and kill this data link. Kill that whole thing. Yeah, we really don't need that anymore. You can just go ahead and turn that shit right off. Thanks.
Falcon 2-1 from the sound tower. Resume on navigation.
Distracting me anyways. Not really, but annoying.
Falcon 2-2 from the sound tower. Resume on navigation.
Tower on final. This fucking mouse cursor will not minimize itself. So, I usually like to trim back out for landing, but I keep it five nose down, not level, because that would be disorienting.
Good morning, Cobra 1-3 from the sound tower. Clear for landing. Runway 18, jet gear down.
After I trim for 5, you have to keep a little bit of back pressure, but hardly any. And like right now, I'm actually not holding the stick at all. And what I look for is about 220, and then I extend the gear and bring the speed brake in, because if you exchange the speed brake for the gear, you don't have to deal with the sync rate from both of those items. So you can just deal with the sync rate from the gear now, and you've traded off. And then if you want, you can always extend the speed brake to help if you balloon. So now I'm just starting to give it a little back.
Weasel 1-1 inbound for landing.
So I don't fall out of the sky.
Weasel 1-4 inbound for landing. Weasel 1-2 inbound for landing.
Ball.
Good morning, Weasel 1-4 from the sound tower. You are number 4 to land.
Your wheels are down.
Good morning, Weasel 1-2 from the sound tower. You are number 3.
Gear failure. Well, that was fun. Looks like my gear failed on touchdown. Let's check it out.
Cobra 1-3 from the sound tower. Position and hold.
Let's see what happened. I may have scraped the engine. It looked like I was on right AOA, but something happened there.
Cobra 1-3, hold short.
Well, it's alright. The jet's in one piece, and we can still build it. We can rebuild it. We can make it stronger.